What is up, guys? So today I have here the iPhone 15 Pro, and it has been 7 months since this device has been released, and I am here with my thoughts on this device 7 months later. So let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the camera. So if you know me, cameras are a really important aspect of any smartphone that I review, and the iPhone 15 Pro has really great cameras. It has a main 48 megapixel camera, and it can shoot in spatial video for the Apple Vision Pro. So it's a super great deal. And we also have triple camera setup, just like it's kind of, I don't know, a counter rival. The S23 Ultra both have 3 cameras. But yeah, so for cameras, it's really great. Like I mentioned, it has a 48 megapixel main sensor, which takes really great photos in pretty much all light conditions. And then at the front, we just have, I believe it's a 10 megapixel selfie camera. So really good cameras all around. And now for the design. So the iPhone 15 and 15 Pro have been released with titanium, which is a really premium metal, which replaces the stainless steel from the previous models. And the S24 Ultra did get titanium this year, so it's kind of went back on that. But yeah, so it's a super light device, way lighter than their previous Pro models. So it's a super clean finish. This is the titanium blue, which looks really clean. I do wish I got it in the natural titanium color, which is my favorite, but this blue is definitely super nice. And for the titanium, we now have a metallic, or not metallic, a matte sides, which makes it just feel more premium and doesn't really pick up fingerprints all too much, except for like around the camera visor or ring, however you want to say that. And then we have ceramic shield on front and back, you know, pretty standard stuff. And another thing that Apple has added this year is the new action button. So the action button, I'm sure as you know, is just a feature that replaces the mute switch. So just I have it switched or set up to translate into Arabic. It's set up to. But yeah, so it's super fun. So you could just kind of give it a few seconds after it recognizes that you stopped talking, and then it'll just like switch over, and then it'll speak it in Arabic or whatever language you have set up. So that's super cool. And of course, you can have it set up to any action in the, actually it has its own separate menu called action button. And like I said, I have it set to translator. You could just have silent mode, or you could have a focus. So yeah, this is just, this is what it is by default. So it's definitely a super nice system, and I'm definitely loving the iPhone 15 Pro. So now for just my experience with the iPhone 15 Pro after roughly 7 months of usage. It's been definitely a really good phone. Like I said, iPhones are always really good. I haven't really had it overheat too much. Like right now, just from doing this review, it's warm, but not overheating. So that's definitely fine. For performance, it's been great. I haven't really noticed too many bugs in like iOS. And I haven't ran any like beta software. So it's all just the official public version. So that's like not an issue. And just for cameras, like I mentioned, it's really good experience, really great performance with the top-notch 48 megapixel sensor. And as for the screen, we have a, you know, usual 120 hertz, what's it called? Adaptive refresh rate. So we can have this always on display, which actually the S24 Plus already has that, you know, always on display. But yeah, so it can go down to 1 hertz, but only for this always on display. So if you're on a web page, it'll be 30 hertz. I don't know. Don't ask. It's Apple math. But yeah, so for performance, it's been really fine. Not, like I said, not too many like hiccups or bumps. One thing that I noticed, like on 1 or 2 calls, like when I go to just turn on the phone just with the power button, the phone will just completely turn off and like do like a soft reboot. So it'll just kind of like go into like a sort of like a boot loop, but not quite. So that's been kind of weird. But other than that, it's been a really great experience with the iPhone 15 Pro. And of course, I don't know how I forgot to mention, US Type-C is finally on an iPhone. Can't stress how nice that is, just to have it match the counterpart or Android counterparts. Super nice to have USB-C finally. But yeah, so with that out of the side, this iPhone 15 Pro is definitely a super great device, and I can definitely recommend it to you if you're interested in picking it up. I will leave a link to where you can buy it on Apple's website, and also through my affiliate link on Amazon if you are interested in picking this up. So yeah, like I said, 7 months later, this device, super worth it. It's a great device. And honestly, I would recommend getting this now before the iPhone 16s get released. If you want to see what the iPhone 16s have to offer, definitely can do that. But I think we'll see a pretty similar design to the iPhone 15s. But yeah, so let me know what you think down in the comments on the iPhone 15 Pro, and let me know if you have it, what your experience has been like, or if you have any iPhone 15 series, what you like about it and what you think Apple might be able to improve. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. That always means a lot. And like always, if you're watching it to the very end, so if you're watching this part of the video, thank you so much. You guys mean a lot to me if you're sticking around for the whole video. So yeah, like I said, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one, and I'll see you then.